What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are doing a huge what if. Now right now, if you look at this trade, we already know what the trade is. The Kings and the Pacers made a trade. It's a bonus for Haliburton at the trade deadline last year, and both of those teams are looking pretty good right now, I will say. So I'm not saying that it was a bad trade by any means, but today I want to see, could we have made De'Aaron Fox and Tyrese Haliburton coexist in 2K? This is a huge what if today. So today we're going to be doing a Tyrese Haliburton Sacramento Kingss Rebuild what if. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one, subscribe if you're new to the channel. As always, greatly appreciated. Shout out to the Kings for the way they have been playing, and obviously the Pacers are very happy to have Haliburton. So right now it's looking like a win-win for both teams. So this was just an idea that I had in mind that I wasn't able to get to last week. But regardless, we are doing it today. Tyrese Haliburton on the Sacramento Kings. We are setting the bar high as well on trying to get 30,000 subs before the end of the year. So if you're not subscribed or like, greatly appreciated. Real quick update before we go any further in the video. I know I keep talking, but this week, and it could be a huge rough week for me on uploads. I posted it in the community tab, but just in case you did not see it, my daughter is being born this week, and I have Thanksgiving obviously with family. They're all coming over here, so like it could be a rough week for me for uploads. I plan on having an upload Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, but there may not be anything. I will just tell you guys that right now. But regardless, let's just talk about the Kings. I just wanted to update you guys on that real quick. So what we're going to be doing today with this in mind, we're going to be doing it with the assumption that Haliburton and Fox still developed into the players they are right now. Now, you could argue and say that's probably not possible. Like, once you're traded to a better situation, that's why you develop, right? But we'll do that hypothetical thing here in 2K today, because Haliburton right now is up to an 87 overall in 2K, and so is De'Aaron Fox. But so imagine if these two could have coexisted. Could be a really dynamic backcourt, but could they have coexisted? Leave your comment down in the comment section below. Could the Kings have done this? Could they have pulled this off where both these guys could coexist? I don't know. Draft lottery actually kind of went the same. We saw the fourth pick in this draft, so we could still add another really talented player here, which is actually really nice. And as far as coaching staff is concerned, we have Mike Brownstar as our head coach, which I'm totally still cool with, because that's a pretty good hire in my opinion. He's got the Kings playing really well right now. They just blew out the Nets, and then I think they just won last night as well. I don't remember who they played, but shout out to the Kings, man. They've been playing great. On draft night, though, we need to figure out what we're going to do here. So, obviously, they took Keegan Murray in real life, which he looks pretty good. So, we could do that same exact thing here, but we'll have to see what's available. I probably will still trade Buddy Hield, because, yes, Buddy Hield was in that trade as well. So, I still do have him here. And then you had, like, Justin Holiday in the trade, I think, as well, or something like that. But it's not that important. So, jumping into the draft here at number 4. So, let's see what happens here. We got Magic taking Paulo Banchero still, so that's still the same. Number 2, the Blazers take Keegan Murray, so we don't even get Keegan Murray here. The Thunder are going to take Chet Holmgren. So we could take Jabari Smith Jr., which he's been kind of rough in real life right now. But I really like that pick for us. I mean, if you could get him, obviously, like I said, you could. Benedict Mathurin would be cool as well. But I think I'm going to take Jabari Smith Jr. Like I said, he's not been the best rookie, but, you know, you still got to give him time. And eventually, I think he'll pop off. But I do like Jabari Smith Jr. here at our power forward spot. Not sure why these guys are green. Are these the guys that, like, scouted or something? I'll take Jake LaRava here in the second round. I'm cool with that. I think he went first round in real life. So, Jabari Smith Jr., 78 overall. Chet Holmgren, number 3. And then Keegan Murray to the Blazers. Paulo goes number 1. Rookie signing, Jake LaRavia and Jabari. Of course, we're going to sign both of them. And then player options, you're going to have Trey Lyles and Metu. So this is just a huge what if that we have going on right now here. Qualifying offers, DiVincenzo, which obviously he went to the Warriors. I think, you know, obviously him and the Kings had a fraction relationship when they tried to sit him out to diminish his value. But we'll see. So let's look at our roster as it's currently constructed. You got Fox and Haliburton. Obviously, one of them are going to move to the 2. I mean, they're both going to be kind of operating together in the backcourt, kind of coexisting, obviously. Terrence Davis, I like him a lot. You got Davion Mitchell here backing up Fox, which I like. I guess Justin Holiday, I could have sent him back to the Pacers like he was, but it's all good. Barnes and Buddy Hield, I don't really like either of them still being my small forward. Obviously, I'm cool with Jabari Smith Jr. Then we have Lyles and Metu as our backup power forward. Rashawn Holmes is our starting center right now. I would love to have a world where I get a better center in this offseason. That'd be kind of nice. So, whoops, I did not mean to do that. I just simulated free agency a little bit because 2K is glitched right now, but whatever. Don't know if you're getting anybody that good anyway. Mitchell Robinson, I'm not going to be able to sign, so we don't really have money to sign anybody crazy. You got like Whiteside and Freedom, Tristan Thompson, Dwayne Dedman. Not really seeing anything that's all that cool here in free agency. So I like Rashawn Holmes as a backup center. So really, what I want to do is be able to flip like Buddy Hield potentially for a starting center. Maybe even throw Harrison Barnes in that scenario as well. As far as small forwards up against sign, you got like nobody that great. DiVincenzo sitting here, Gary Payton. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to kind of roll with Barnes for now, but let's try to trade Buddy Hield for a center. You see this, man? This could be you right here. Today's video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the best way to get more out of the game you're watching. You're picking overs or unders on your favorite players that you love watching each and every day. Let me show you how it works. Prize Picks is available on mobile or desktop, and you basically get to choose 2 to 5 players, and you choose over or under on their props that they give you. You pretty much have every sport you can imagine on here. But let's say I wanted to go ahead and put a bet on Mitchell and Joel Embiid. I want to go more and more on them. If I get it right, I 3 times my money. Let's say I want to go up to 5 players, which is the most you can go up to. You can go more or more on all of them, and that's going to 10 times your money. I started with $100, and so far I'm up to $500. I've been having a ton of fun over here on Prize Picks. If you want to go ahead and sign up, link is down in the description below. Use code Crushables. Their matching deposit, dollar for dollar, up to $100. If you deposit $100, you get $200 to work with. Thank you, Prize Picks, for sponsoring today's video. Back to the rebuild. So I was going to trade Buddy Hield for something, but there really wasn't anything that good, honestly, to be offered to us. So we got Nemus, Kita coming back, which is kind of nice. Player progression, though, you got Fox and Haliburton. Like I said, I developed them like crazy. They're both up to an 89 overall. Davion Mitchell is an 81. You got Harrison Barnes and Buddy Hield both going down, which I kind of figured would be the case. If we decide to make a trade, the trade deadline with those two, we will. Rashawn Holmes right now is my starting center, which I do look forward to maybe fixing that, but there is a potential where we stop at the trade deadline to kind of make a big trade potentially. So right now, we're kind of just rolling with Buddy Hield and Harrison Barnes at our small forward spot. Could eventually definitely change that because I don't want to be stuck with them forever. Maybe an Andrew Wiggins opens up at the trade deadline, or OG Anunoby, something along the lines of that. That'd be really, really clutch to get one of those guys. But as far as our power ranking and where we're at, this is a starting 5. You got Fox and Haliburton in the backcourt, which I'm super excited to see how these two could do together. If they, could have lasted a little bit longer together. Harrison Barnes, Jabari Smith Jr., Rashawn Holmes, Mitchell, Buddy Hield, Terrence Davis, and Trey Lyles, and then Alex Len. It's a really good damn rotation, that's for sure. I really like this rotation. Proficiency-wise, 3.5-star balanced, and then you got 3.5 7-seconds. So we'll leave it at balanced. As far as shot tendencies are concerned, Haliburton and De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox is up like crazy. I kind of want Haliburton's up like that as well, where he's just taking a ton of shots. So I'm going to go up to an 88 for Haliburton, but other than that, we're going to still wait to the end of this season. We'll see how we do. I might stop at the trade deadline to make a trade. We'll see. Someone I never really trade for anymore because he is in Portland and it sounds like he's found a home, but in this scenario, he is still under Detroit Pistons. That is Jeremy Grant, who has 1 year left in his contract. I don't know where he fits on this roster. Maybe we start him the small forward. Could be a little awkward. Maybe we start Jabari the small forward. I don't know. We'll figure it out, though. He is just a little bit better than Barnes, and he probably will progress more than Barnes would. So I'm going to try to give him a deal where we either send Barnes or I'm going to try to send him Buddy Hield. But if I offered my 2023 first, because we are a very good team right now for Jeremy Grant, would they accept that? They don't agree to it just yet. I'll offer a couple seconds. They don't agree. I will give you maybe Metu as well. Maybe we could throw him in the trade. Maybe they accept that, and boom. We get Jeremy Grant on the Sacramento roster, so it is going to be a little interesting, but Grant is going to kind of go up to the small forward. He's not really a small forward, but in this scenario, I'll put him there. So it's going to be Fox, Haliburton, Jeremy Grant, Jabari Smith Jr., Rashawn Holmes. I really like the addition of Jeremy Grant here. Our bench could still be a little bit better. As far as how the stats are going this year so far, you had 25 from De'Aaron Fox and 23 from Haliburton. So these two doing absolutely amazing together, 23-7, 23-7. So obviously you can stagger their minutes a little bit, and then when they close out games together, they can both handle the ball. So honestly, it would have been very, very interesting to see these guys stick around maybe together a little bit longer, but we're never going to see that ever again. So it is fun to have this as a rebuild today. Trae Young wins MVP. Cade Cunningham is your Rookie of the Year. Dinwiddie's your 6-man. Rudy Gobert's defensive player, still in Utah. PJ Washington most improved, and Willie Green is your Coach of the Year. Christopher Bell is your executive. Here's your All-NBA first team. I mean, it would be kind of cool if we had any Sacramento Kings representatives here, but it doesn't look like it. No all-defensive team members either, which kind of is unfortunate. DeJounte Murray still in San Antonio, which is interesting. And then all-rookie teams. We do get Jabari making all-rookie second team. 16 points and 38% shooting. I don't know if that... I mean, why weren't we all-rookie first team? But, oh, well, I guess Cade Cunningham isn't really supposed to be here, but he is. So that's probably maybe a little bit why. And then Evan Mobley. So it looks like they have the, the draft classes kind of combined, but that's probably why we got second team. As far as the standings are concerned, we finished up as the 2nd seed in the West, which is really promising. 25 from Fox, 24 from Haliburton, 17 from Grant, 16 for Jabari as a rookie, which is really exciting. 11 from Rashawn Holmes. Yeah, 10 from Terrence Davis, 9.5 from Barnes, and then 8 from Davion Mitchell, and then 3 from Trey Lyles. So not too shabby, and now we get to play the Golden State Warriors in round 1. They have Steph, Clay, which we all know and love. Obviously, Clay had a big bomb game yesterday. 40 points per game, or not per game, but 40 points last night, I believe. Wiggins, Kuminga, Wiseman, Draymond Green, Jordan Poole, and Marquise Chris. So when it current round against the Warriors, can Haliburton and Fox dominate them? And they beat them in 7. We're moving on to round 2. So this also ends the playoff drought that we have here in Sacramento. Fox, Haliburton, Grant, Jabari versus Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, Brooks, Jaren Jackson. This will be a tough round, but you never know. Game 1, we're down 1-0. Down 2-0. And it looks like we are going to fall to the Grizzlies. And Westbury come back here, which we have won 3 straight, almost 4 straight. Felt the momentum there, but nope, we lose in 7 to the Grizzlies, which is okay. Ja Morant, Trae Young, your finals MVPs. And hey, Trae Young and the Hawks made it to the finals without DeJounte Murray. They still have the Red Rocket, Kevin Huerter, who's been amazing in Sacramento, by the way. But regardless, player retirements, got Carmelo and Chris Paul retiring. We're just going to go straight to the lottery now. We're not going to have a lottery pick here. We traded our pick for Jeremy Grant, which I still think was worth it. Hawks have number 1 via the Charlotte Hornets, which kind of crazy because they just made it to the finals. So they are going to get Victor Webb and Yama to add to that Hawks roster, which means Capella might be available, which actually could be a really good pickup for us, actually, because we definitely need a center. I like Rashawn Holmes, but Capella would be kind of a really good addition. So that is who I'm going to go for to start this offseason. They are going to get Webb and Yama. So you can give me Capella. I don't know if I have to throw Rashawn Holmes in the trade or if I can do this without a Rashawn Holmes in here. Let's see if that is the case. We can. I mean, we could trade our unprotected Sacramento Kings pick. I mean, at this point, we've tasted some success. So yeah, I want to do this. They do want Rashawn Holmes though. So we're basically swapping picks here, and they are going to get Rashawn Holmes in return, which kind of sucks, but at the same time, I think I got to make the trade happen. Yeah, I don't think I'll get out of here without trading Rashawn Holmes. If I had some other players under contract, could probably do this trade, but nobody's under contract right now. So we'll go ahead and do this trade. I am going to get Capella out of the Hawks, which I do like that addition for this team. And then Jabari should develop like crazy this offseason. We have to resign Grant, and then Barnes will figure out what we want to do with him because he's a free agent as well. We have no draft pick in this draft because we traded it for Grant, like I said. So player options, let's see what we got going on here. Got Haliburton, Mitchell, and Jake LaRavia, which I'm going to accept all of them. Qualifying offers, Keita is a free agent. If he comes back, that's great. If not, it's not going to hurt my feelings. Free agency, Grant, like I said, I am going to resign him. Oh, we have 31 million to spend. Ooh, that actually is kind of steep. Harrison Barnes is free agent. What do we got? So we got Fox, Mitchell. Yes, because, okay, Fox on extension, but Haliburton is not. So Mitchell and Fox, both on their rookies contract still. Haliburton at the 2. LaRavia is at the 3. You got Jabari at the 4, and then Capella at the 5. I have to check free agency first. So Conley, you got Colin Sexton. No one I'm really interested there. Grant is our best small forward available, I guess. Is that really the case? Let's see. Small forwards. LeBron, we're not going to get up to. I think you do resign Jeremy Grant. Like I said, I did make a trade for him at the trade deadline. So I'm going to give Grant a 4-year, 16.25, which still gives me quite a bit of money to spend on the bench. So there's nothing to be too, upset about. I am going to renounce Barnes. So I'm going to get Grant, secure him real quick, and then we still have some money. So we could still sign like a Sexton or a Trent or a Brooks or Keldon Johnson for crying out loud. There's still a lot to be excited about. So okay, so we need depth like crazy. So I don't think I should be spending this on one player. We should definitely spread the wealth here. So we have our backup point guard in Mitchell, so we need a wing, shooting guard, small forward, unless if Jake LaRavia is going to develop like crazy, which I can't rely on. Cam Reddish, if he wasn't asked for so much money, would be perfect, but he's asking for way too much money. Diallo off the bench, a Matisse Thybulle, a Max Strus. I like a lot of these guys. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a Matisse Thybulle off the bench. He should develop hopefully into like a 78 overall for us. And then a power forward we could have off the bench. We got Kyle Anderson, Marvin Bagley. We're not going to bring him back. But hey, Grant Williams actually could be really, really solid. I'm going to give Grant Williams a deal. Hopefully the Celtics don't match that. Grant Williams, welcome to Sacramento. I really love that addition for us. And then the other one was Matisse Thybulle, which I'll go ahead and sign because hopefully he develops a little bit. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need a backup center or a backup shooting guard, and then we should be golden. You got Connaughton, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, who's only 24 years old, so I like the idea of that. You get a Kevin Love or Isaiah Hardenstein. Ooh, I love Isaiah Hardenstein as well. I got to get Isaiah Hardenstein. I traded Rashawn Holmes. Isaiah Hardenstein would be amazing. And then can I still sign? No, I was about to say, if I could still sign Nickeil Alexander-Walker, I would. Malik Monk, who's been great in Sacramento, and we can still reunite him with De'Aaron Fox. I'll sign Malik Monk still, and that will be our offseason. Barnes, I could resign as well, but I'm not even going to worry about that. I like this offseason. A lot of player development should be here as well. Let's see what we got going on. Hopefully Jabari's up like crazy. Jabari Smith Jr. is up 3 overall. Haliburton's up 2. You got Fox still staying the same. Capella, Davion Mitchell's developing. So really nice. Matisse Thybulle didn't develop as much as I would have wanted. Jake LaRavia is going to continue to develop though. So as soon as LaRavia takes over, Thybulle will probably be on his way out. I do love the addition of Grant Williams and Isaiah Hartenstein. I think that strengthens our bench like crazy. Love both those guys as role players in real life. So I really love having both those guys as bench pieces. So let's load our draft class. Then we can look at the rotation together. And honestly, this could be a year where we maybe go win a championship. So your 9-man rotation is going to be De'Aaron Fox, Tyrese Haliburton, Jeremy Grant, Jabari Smith Jr., Clint Capella, Davion Mitchell, Isaiah Hartenstein, Grant Williams, and Matisse Thybulle. Eventually, Jake LaRavia will probably crack the rotation and take over Matisse Thybulle minutes, but I really love this roster. The bench is so much better now as well. We obviously let Barnes go, but I love my starting 5 with Fox, Haliburton, Capella, Jabari, and Jeremy Grant. So I'm expecting big things this year. Hopefully this team can go out there and win a championship. Maybe we can win 60 games here in the regular season. Feeling pretty good about what we have going on here. So Trae Young's going to win MVP. You got Victor Wembanyama, Rookie of the Year there in Atlanta, which is why we got Capella. Porzingis 6-man for the Cavs. Okay, interesting. Defense player goes to Giannis. Mason Jones wins Most Improved. I totally fear this man tonight. My Portland Trail Blazers go up against the Bucks. Damian Lillard is going to be injured again and is going to be out for 1 to 2 weeks. Once again, we're probably going to get clobbered by the Bucks. Giannis is just one of those guys you can't guard, and I have no idea who we expect to guard Giannis tonight. But hey, I guess we'll see. Trae Young, Luka, Giannis, Jimmy, Jokic. Do we get like Fox or Haliburton? No. Nothing here either, and we didn't have any rookies to worry about. So we got the 4 seed in the Western Conference. We're definitely still stacked up here. 26 from Haliburton, 26 from Fox. So both these guys still out there and absolutely awesome. 17 for Jabari, 16 from Grant, 10 and 10 from Capella, along with 1.4 blocks. Isaiah Hartenstein with 9 and a block off the bench as well. 8.5 from Mitchell, 5 from Grant Williams, and then 2.5 from Matisse Thybulle. So we obviously assembled this roster to go win a championship. Even the Timberwolves, made it to the finals even without going out and getting. They got Cam Reddish and Sexton, so they didn't even use that money on Gobert. Instead, they kept Vanderbilt, which is kind of interesting. But New Orleans is the team we have in front of us. They do have CJ McCollum. They have Ingram. They have Murphy. They have Zion. Willie is their center, so no longer do they have Joe Val, which is kind of nice that we don't have to deal with that. Malik Beasley, absolute streaky shooter, but he can, when he's on, he's on. This will be interesting. We're down 1-0. We do know the Pelicans are really good in the simulation, so yeah, it's not looking good so far. Can we even it up, though? We cannot. 3-1, and we are going to get eliminated maybe in round 1. No, we're going to another game 7. So we got eliminated by the Grizzlies last time in game 7, so I'm going to simcast this one. So we even it up. Game 7 in Sacktown. We need to definitely win this one. The Sacramento fans are high right now, so we definitely need to keep it up. So looking good, though. I think we got this one as long as we don't think we're back. And boom, we beat them. Fox and Haliburton both showed up. 30 and 39. Went away to 130. And now we get the first seed of Timberwolves. Colin Sexton right now is averaging 19 for them, and then D'Angelo Russell with 19. So a very, very dynamic roster. Cat obviously probably, yeah. So they have a lot of scorers. A lot to be worried about here in Minnesota. Could have our hands full, but we'll see if we can stop them. Game 1, we're down 1-0. Game 2, down 2-0. Boys, it's not looking good. Down 3-1. Can we win another one? We lose. So yeah, the Timberwolves had a lot of players averaging 20. You got the Timberwolves going on go to the finals, and they lose the championship to the Hawks with Trae Young and Wembanyama now. So player retirements, nothing important. Russell Westbrook retiring, that kind of sucks. Batum, Drew Holiday retiring in Milwaukee. But yeah, we definitely not really sure what we're going to do here, to be honest. But I guess you have to continue to rely on Jabari Smith's development because Minnesota just had that good of a roster. There was really nothing we could have done about it. Staff signing, we have Mike Brown still. I'm going to keep that the same. I got to fill this out a little bit. And maybe there's a world where Jake LaRavia joins the rotation a little bit more. And then I don't know if there's a trade to be made where we maybe go out and get somebody else. Kind of like the roster we have right now. It's just a matter of, hoping other teams fall off. And, we're going to continue to progress because we're still super young. So still very high on the roster we have. Not really going to worry about too much of anything. We didn't have any rookies. Got Davion Mitchell and Jabari Smith Jr. who have both come back on their qualifying offers. Got Haliburton we have to pay this offseason, and Jake LaRavia and Keto if we want to keep him around. So those are two guys that are going to take a lot of our money. So there's really no point of going out there and trying to get anybody else. So as soon as Haliburton, yeah, let me just renounce Haliburton for you 2K. You make no sense, I swear. I am going to obviously 100,000% match Tyrese Haliburton. That way we keep him around. He's the title of the video. No reason to go out there and renounce him. So Haliburton, welcome back to Sacramento. I, for some reason, can't sign Jake LaRavia back at the moment. I could sign a really good rotational player, though, it looks like. So Malik Monk, Matisse Thybulle, Jabari Smith Jr., Grant Williams, and then you got Capella and Isaiah Hardenstein. So I still love this rotation a lot. But it says I can sound like a Grayson Allen or a Markelle Fultz, which would be interesting. But I don't know. Do we need to do that? I mean, yeah, I can give Markelle Fultz a deal to be my backup point guard. I don't. Is there no cap space today in this file? I don't understand, but whatever. Markelle Fultz, I'm going to sign him, and that'll move Mitchell to the 2 or something like that. That way we have Markelle Fultz as a bench point guard, I guess. Or that was just our full mid-level, and then we're going to get Laravia and Kita back in their qualifying offers. All right, progression should be interesting. So you got Jeremy Grant going down, which I kind of figured would be the case. Jabari Smith Jr. is up to an 86. So that's actually really nice to have him develop like that. Mitchell's up to an 85. Capella's up to an 85. So guys are still developing. Jake Laravia may not join the rotation. Thybulle isn't doing much either. So I am going to move. Can I move Mitchell to 2 and get away with it? No, I can't. So Fultz, can I move him to 2? Ooh, okay. That's going to be interesting. I guess they're just going to have to both be our point guard because I don't want to have either of them, you know, be an 80, whatever it was, or 80 overall for Mitchell going down a, you know, shooting guard. So let's not do that. But this season, hopefully, could be the last one. I think with Jabari Smith Jr. developing into an 86 overall, power ranking lands as number 1. I think this could be the year we win it. I really do. I think development was on our side this year. Fultz, Mitchell off the bench, Grant Williams, Isaiah Hardenstein. This is a damn good rotation. Mike Brown got Coach of the Year this time around. I think the development of Jabari Smith Jr. really helped out with that. Josh Christopher goes out there and wins Most Improved Player for the Jazz. Holmgren's your defensive player, Porzingis 6-man again. Rookie of the Year for Xavier Booker in Philly, which is interesting. And John Morant is your MVP. So you got Ja, Luka, Tatum, KD, and Jokic. I'm going to imagine we still don't have any representatives of the Sacramento Kings, which kind of sucks. We are the first seed in the Western Conference, so we'll take that over any All-NBA representatives. So 25 from Haliburton, 23 from Fox, 19 from Jabari. Like I said, he's developing into a really good player here. Jeremy Grant's been a really good role player. 12 from Fultz off the bench. You had 9.5 and 11 from Capella, 9 from Donovan Mitchell, and then 6 from Isaiah Hardenstein. So obviously, this is the year where we're looking to win a championship. I think this is our best chance at doing so. So hopefully we could do that. Kyrie Irving is in San Antonio, Achua. Then you got Keldon Johnson. So we should be able to beat this team. We lose to an 8 seed. I am going to absolutely rage here, but we do beat them. So now I get the Minnesota Timberwolves in round 2, who have acquired Kawhi Leonard and let Karl Towns go. I was about to say, how on earth did they get Kawhi? But I guess they let Cat go. They have Clark at center, Vassell off the bench. So interesting. I will say that at the very least, that Kawhi chooses Minnesota. I don't think that would ever happen in real life, but hey, we'll see what happens. Game 1, I might even go to an aim rotation because I'm really trying to win here. Game 1, up 1-0. I think losing Cat is big time for them. They even it up though, so I can't count my eggs before they hatch, I guess. Gonna go to an 8-man rotation. Let's get serious here. Let's not lose to Minnesota, please. Down 2-1. We even it up. Can we win game 5, please? Yes. Can we beat them in 6? Oh, game 7 again. Game 7 against Kawhi. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. But we got to win this one, man. We got to win it. This is go win a championship for these Sacramento fans who are very, very loyal and passionate. Please go out there and win it. Clutch up, Sacramento, and we are going to lose to Minnesota once again. Kawhi Leonard goes to Minnesota, and deloading and the Timberwolves get it done. How long is Kawhi going to go be in Minnesota? He signed a 4-year deal. We run it back. One more year, I guess, man. I can't give up on that. We got to win a championship for Sacramento, man. They deserve it. Once again, Sacktown up top. We ran it back another year, and I will say this right before the playoffs start. This is the last season, no matter what. This is our last chance. Fox, Jabari Smith Jr. is a 90 overall. The roster is relatively the same. Nothing changed. Actually, I think it is really the same. There's nothing. I just ran it back another year. So Haliburton, De'Aaron Fox, Jabari Smith Jr., Jeremy Grant, Markelle Fultz. This is our core. We got to win it this year. If we don't win it this year, we're not winning a championship today. The Lakers have Cat, Bones Highland, Jackson Hayes, and Jason Tatum. What an interesting roster the Lakers have thrown together here, man. Lakers fans, would you rather have this roster right now, or would you rather have the roster you have right now in real life? Because this is an interesting one. I'm scared of the 8th seed upset here, but we'll go into some like current round, and we take care of Tatum and the Lakers, which is kind of weird to say, but we do beat them. And now we have to deal with Gobert and Mitchell, who also have Robinson, Warren. I feel like that Lakers roster was a little bit more intimidating, but you never really know. We'll simulate current round against them, and we beat them in 6. And now we get the team that keeps on beating us year after year. They still have pretty much the same roster. They beat us last year. We're up 1-0 this year, though. I think with Jabari Smith Jr. being at 90 overall now, that's going to like be a huge difference. Hopefully, they even it up. We're up 2-1, 3-1. Do we beat them in 5? Do we beat them in 6? Yes, we do. Let's go. And now we get to play the Cavaliers, who don't have Mitchell, but they have Isaac Okoro. They still have Markkanen. They have Porzingis, still has 6 man. So still a very good roster. And somehow they have Jaden Hardy. But obviously, I did all this to try to get a championship for Sacktown. They even it up. Game 3, they're up 2-1. We even it up. Game 5, going to be a big one. We win it. Can we win Game 6? Yes, we can. Just like that, we have brought home a championship to the Sacramento Kings with Tyrese Haliburton and De'Aaron Fox as your backcourt. What could have been, man? What could have been? Again, I don't know if Haliburton develops into the player that he could be in Indiana if he's still with De'Aaron Fox, obviously. But could be really fun. Could have been really fun to see what these two could have done together. I guess they were about to choose between one or the other. They were going to either trade Fox or Haliburton. But it would have been fun if they could have made it work together. But thank you guys for watching. This is Crushables. I think I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.